and we talk about our approaches, it truly, truly depends on you. Whatever you say is right. Because remember, the person that you're talking to, she does not have a clue about your business. So if you say something wrong, who's going to know but you? And then come back and then redo it the way it sounds best for you. You might even want to start out with a script. Don't read it. Memorize it. Put some enthusiasm and excitement in it, because that's so important. Now, I want you to be thinking about a question or two, one or two of you might have for Gail or Laura, because I'm going to ask you, a couple of you, come off a star 6 and think of a good question for them. And while you're thinking about that, I would just like to cover a couple points that has been talked about. And I think goal setting is very important. And, of course, we talk about it all the time. Set your goals. Set a goal. Put it on your refrigerator and look at it every day. Put it on your mirrors. Look at it every day. What is the income that you need? And I know now that Laura's retired out, semi-retired, because she's joined us. And believe it or not, Laura would keep reminding me as we worked morning, noon, and night that she really was part-time with us and was looking forward to a little semi-retirement, because we can get very, very involved in this business. But one of the things Laura mentioned to me was that, if she could make, $800, $1,000, $2,000 a month, that would be a great extra income. And if you think about doing those 2 shows a week, and as Laura said, we're going to cut back on numbers of people because she really is zeroing in on the shapewear and the bras, you find that you can very easily come back and make a strong income. And she was quite impressed with 2 shows. She made over $400 after her expenses. Something that Gail shared with us was being prepared. Always be prepared to talk to someone new. You never, ever know when somebody's going to walk up to you, ask you, and you need to be there, ready for that follow-through. I loved what Gail said about always looking good, always being professional, networking everywhere you go, because you really, truly do not know where your next friend is going to be found. Ladies, you did an absolutely excellent job, and I'd like to ask if any one of you has a question for our speakers tonight. Come off a star 6 and don't be bashful.
What's Laura's last name?
What's Laura's last name?
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you Laura's last name. Laura Kruger.
Do I know her?
Yes, you do, Kitty. You know her.
What?
Yeah, it's that Laura from corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura.
So did you have a question?
Yes. The question is how glad we're to have her back, and I know she's going to be very successful.
Thank you, Chickie. I know you're right, Chickie.
Thank you, Chickie.
After all, 42 years, I ought to know.
That's right. You pick winners, don't you, Chickie?
I do, and she's always been a winner.
That's exactly right. See there, Laura, I told you were famous.
Well,
Yes.
Thank you, Chickie. It's great to hear your voice again.
It's great to hear your voice, too, and I wish you the best of luck, because if I can do it at 90 years old and still do $2,000 in a month, you can too, kid, and I don't work full-time.
That's exactly right, Chickie. Anybody else got a question?
Laura.
Gave you all the answers tonight?
Laura.
Yes?
Do you have all 8 of those come at one time?
Yes, I did.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you're so brave. This is Sandy Anderson.
Hi, Sandy.
I like her to get that many. In fact, I like her to get 10, but I have them come one every half hour. They set up an appointment with her on a sheet, and they come one at a time.
Well, I had some help at the shows, but it was a real eye-opener about
Laura?
just what it entails. So it was crazy but fun.
Laura,
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that, Sandy. That's real important. I and Rosie were on the show, and on the way home we laughed and giggled, and I want to tell you, on the way to the show, Laura was like every brand new person that just started in the business. She gave me every reason why nobody was going to buy.
Yeah.
But you see what happens when Laura started fitting them and getting the product on them, they wouldn't take it off. So it was a pretty exciting show, needless to say. We really wasn't as organized as we would have liked to been. One of our hostesses served some wine, need I say more. We were all having a pretty good time, even when I don't drink and Laura and Rosie didn't. Everybody else was having fun. Who else has a question? I heard somebody else say Laura. All right. Well, with that, I want to thank the girls again for speaking for us tonight, and most of all, thank all you listeners because, you know, without you, we couldn't really have these kind of great calls. And thank you so much, Faye. You did an outstanding job there, and you were even on early tonight, so that was good. You were a part of our chit-chatting, and our people love that.
Nancy?
Yes.
This is Marilyn Driver. I came in about 5 minutes late, but I want to let you know I am here.
Okay, Marilyn, did you get that, Faye?
Pardon?
Faye, are you there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Faye, you can take it away from here. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Wasn't that a great conference?
Right.
Wonderful and great information, just seeing the people.
I want to be a Gail when I grow up.
That.
Okay.
It's wonderful to welcome Laura back.
No,
Laura's a terrific woman. I'm so pleased.
Oh, listen, I'm tickled too, and I used to work with her all the time here in the office.
Yeah.
Great lady. Okay, well, we had a wonderful call this evening, so wanted to let you know that next week on Monday, August 31st, we're going to talk about did they ask you or did you ask them to come in the business? And we have two wonderful speakers that will relate the stories to you, and we'll just have a great, great conference call. Phyllis will be back next week, so she'll be on, and I guess that's about all for this evening, and it was great hearing everybody, and you have a wonderful evening.